In this video, we're going to learn about the three types of rocks and how they're created via the rock cycle. First things first, let's define what a rock is. Rocks are aggregates of one or more minerals, and minerals are naturally occurring inorganic solids with definite crystal structure and chemical composition. The three main types of rocks are igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic, all of which can transform from one type to another through various processes. It doesn't matter where we start since it's a rock cycle, but let's start with igneous. Igneous rocks, which get their name from the Latin word ignis, meaning of fire, form when lava or magma solidifies as it cools and crystallizes. Rocks of any kind melt into molten rock, called magma below the surface or lava above. If it cools below the surface, intrusive igneous rocks are formed, and if it cools above, extrusive igneous rocks are formed. Igneous rocks that contain lots of quartz are called felsic, while mafic igneous rocks don't contain as much quartz. Basalt and granite are two common examples of igneous rocks. Basalt is actually the most common rock on the Earth's surface and can also be found on the surface of the Moon, Mars, and Venus. Sedimentary rocks are formed through a process called lithification, which is when layers of sediments that have piled up over time are compressed by the internal pressure of the Earth to create solid rock. Weathering and erosion play key roles in this process, as they are responsible for breaking down other rocks and materials to create the sediments that accumulate to form sedimentary rocks. Sometimes the remains of plants or animals get in between the layers of sediments and become fossilized, making sedimentary rocks the only ones to contain fossils. There are three types of sedimentary rocks: clastic, such as shale, chemical, such as flint, and organic, such as coal. They can also be further categorized by the grain size of the sediments that formed them. Shale is the most abundant sedimentary rock in the world, making up almost 70% of the world's sedimentary rocks. Metamorphic rocks are formed when existing rocks are exposed to extreme heat and pressure that alters their original composition. It's important to note that there is no melting involved in the formation of metamorphic rocks, only extreme heat and pressure. There are two types of metamorphic rocks. Foliated metamorphic rocks, like schist, appear to be layered or banded as a result of directed pressure, while non-foliated metamorphic rocks, such as marble, do not. Many metamorphic rocks are common near the boundaries of tectonic plates due to the high heat and pressure where they meet. Marble is a great example of a metamorphic rock formed from limestone, and it's usually found within mountains. And that concludes our rock cycle diagram. But remember, the rock cycle never ends, and rocks continue to take different paths through the cycle, creating endless varieties of new rocks.